here with together with us here, His Worship, Honorable Erias, Lord Mayor, and Head of KCCA. We will be able to read out the numbers. What's the way forward?
Before we come to the way forward, just allow me to respond to a few issues raised by your Honorable Minister. One, there are factual errors here on questions of alternatives. It's not at all true that there are alternatives in the markets. I think, Honorable Minister, your facts are not correct. Rather, the information you have there, you should cross-check again with us.
What's
what is non-factual? The number of scores, not even one or three. That the 8,000 that they are there, let me tell you, just look at the list. Randomly you'll find out. Actually, even if you call down to the chairpersons of those markets, they will tell you we don't have even a single store. I will go one by one briefly. They mentioned the Nakasero market. Do you need an expert to tell you there is no single store? They are even trading in the middle of the road. You have witnessed that. Go in the market. They want to reconstruct the market, and the people are supposed to be relocated. Just this afternoon, there was a signing of an agreement of Markets and Agriculture Trading Project with the Ministry of Local Government. And the question comes up, where do we relocate most of these people? Where, in case in markets which are under construction?
To the streets?
No, not to the street. You're already faced with that challenge in markets because they're under construction. You are aware, Minister, of this program market. 6 or 7 markets are supposed to be reconstructed. Just one day here. There are over 1,000 registered members. The question, where do we relocate them? Construction was supposed to start way back last year, and it has been delayed up to today. And as we are talking right now, registration is going on, and we are going to sign agreements as to where agreements agreeing that they should be relocated. But the question, where should they be relocated? That's a huge challenge. And recently, Honorable Minister is on record, even the President himself saying Parkayard market is illegal. But it's one of the markets.
The one that caught fire.
Yes, the one which was gutted by fire. And it's one of the markets on the list where the vendors should be relocated. And that's where they are telling the vendors to go.
On this list.
It's on the list.
And the President says it's illegal.
It's illegal. And those people are supposed to...
Because it was previously parking there.
That's what is said by the central government, including the President himself. Chiseka market. Let's just take a visit there. Very many of those people, I don't know whether you even categorize them as vendors. The so-called Kadei days, when you go there to have your vehicle fixed, if you have some party, Kadei days. Yes. You don't even go up to the shop to purchase this. They are brokers. Yes, those are also street vendors. Yes, they are. They pick the parts, the spare parts from the shops, and they sell them to you. So there is a huge challenge we are facing in the markets. Actually, we have even the Markets Act. The Markets Act provides for certain standards to be met for a market to be declared the market. So if you are to strictly comply with that act, we don't have even one. Not even a window market. Not even Nakasero. If you were to go by the act,
The World Bank.
You cannot say these are markets built up to the standards. So you've got to put that into context. That we need to reconstruct these markets up to the standards. So as we are constructing those markets, these vendors, it's not by law. It happens even in the developed world. You can go down off particular streets. Downtown, not Kampala, not here, no. Downtown, it is possible. We say, yes, such and such a street, on such and such a days, it can be used.
It's like a flea market.
It's like a free market. It happens in London, New York, elsewhere. And they are various models. We wanted to say, please, can we adopt one of these models as a way of addressing the crisis we are facing? You know the causes of the macroeconomic factors which have caused this crisis. Yes. We don't have a labor policy. We don't have...
labor is not even a priority. The labor is a small direct instead of being a whole.
It's not there. And even when you talk about the Rent Restriction Act, which is part of our laws here, it's not enforced. rent is charged in dollars, and so on and so forth. So it is all macroeconomic factors which have caused the crisis in the city, and these quick fixes will not solve this problem.
Honorable Minister, you're sending this report to ground place. Reporting up the tension, they have done this. You're not doing about that. The market is not expensive.
You see, I'm glad the Lord Mayor is pointing out several laws, and some of them are not being implemented. And I hope this time we appreciate that there is an attempt at least to implement some of these laws and to bring law and order, including this trade order ordinance. Selectively, that's besides the point. But I want to confirm, when this initiative was announced, there were counter-announcements, and some were attributed, unfortunately, to the Lord Mayor, that don't move, remain on the streets, and that kind of thing. So, even the vendors who would have taken advantage were reluctant to leave and to take advantage. But those who were smart, they took up the telephone numbers, they rang these places, yes, they rang these places, and they have already been settled. And I've really told you, if you want, we can make it work together, me and you. And maybe if you don't mind, we can really meet, come and join us, and we move from market to verify this market. So, tomorrow, because we have something.
No, tomorrow.
Your budget, we are trying to see if we can finish the budget in time, the national budget.
As the authority, so, drawn up a program tomorrow morning to tour these markets and ascertain whether these stores are there.
You can cross-check. So I'll give you my information, you go with it, cross-check, and let's come and we compare notes. So,
let's talk about the numbers though. The mayor state authority was saying that 30,000, 37,000.
No, the 8,000 are the available spaces to work from.
And the vendors?
And the vendors, that's what I explained. Even them, strictly speaking, they don't know how many they are. Because there are some cross-cutting. The members of KCCA agents, and they are those. By the way, we have credible information. There are some who are parading as vendors when actually they are not.
What are
they have nothing even to sell or to vend around. They are there in this places. Yes. No, they are not shadowing agents. They are there purposely mobilized for this. So, I really want to say, now I see our minds meeting with those of the Lord Mayor. The proposals he's making, they are not completely new, and to me, I know and think that they are possible to implement. But before we get to that, where is the starting point? He's talking of developing the development of the markets. He's aware. Last month or the other month, talk of issuing the directives. The ED attempted to say to relocate. There was an arrangement. Even if you are going to remain in the same market, you can go at the corner as they develop. So there was an attempt to say, let's start on the development of one area. And the group Lord Mayor went to one area and said, please, no, Lord Mayor, you have nowhere to go. Wait. And by the way, I want to appeal to the Lord Mayor that and to say we secured the money. This is a back loan to develop markets, some of which are in cases. But either there is a deliberate effort, or people may not know the repercussions. But the project, as I talk now, is not moving on the schedule as it was supposed to. And I hope they want to do this, yes, they will say you didn't make because you did not prepare for this, for to move, where to go and what to do. So my appeal is, and me, I have really realized, the issue of the method is not it. It is who is supreme in cases? Is it the mayor? Is it the ED? Is it the central government? But all this, I cannot answer that question because the law is very, very clear.
Says the Lord Mayor is the head of KCCA.
He is the head of KCCA politically, and the ED is in charge of the technical team.
What
on
has
the
the organ of
implementation and
who's on top of the
the administration of KCCA. These are parallel structures, especially that yes, there is the political wing and the technical wing.
Two separate one institution.
The ED is in charge of the administration of KCCA. He knows, and he participated.
No.
And the Lord Mayor is supposed
Honorable
to
Minister,
head.
it's good you have the act there. There is nowhere it
Lord
is
Mayor
said.
is the head of the.
We might not be able to go into details.
Well, I wanted to.
Yeah, but
Unless if
you
you
cannot
don't have
say
time.
that the ED is in charge of administration. There is no
He's
difference.
He's the head of the
Public
administration.
service.
Maybe on another occasion, but maybe before we hear from the listeners, Honorable Minister, what are you going to bring in about the news members? So they're telling us some shoe shiners. Shall we walk to the market to find out how our shoes shine somewhere?
As of now, we are cleaning the streets, and we do have a plan to see how we organize, especially the news vendors and the shoe signers, so that people don't take advantage of those and start doing their own business. And for your information, that is how actually started. The news vendor would be there. Eventually they brought popcorn and then groundnuts, eventually tomatoes. When the enforcers come, they put them under the box. So we want to see how can we reorganize. They are genuine and people don't take advantage.
This is Spectrum on Radio 1 tonight. Why is the central government and the Kampala Capital City Authority constantly under heads on several policy matters in the city? Our guests, Hon Kabakumba Masiko, the President's Minister in charge of the presidency and Kampala Capital City, and his worship, Lord Honorable Erias. He's also the head of the KCCA. The minister says they are friends, but just before we came on here, I asked them when they had last meeting, they actually hadn't met until next week. You can call in now. Our number 0414 348 111 031 26 031 261 Spectrum, hello.
Good evening, Edmund.
Good evening, sir.
I'm AM calling from King Park Plaza. Thank you for our Minister and the Lord Mayor. I want to salute the Minister, Honorable Kabakumba Masiko. It's now time you are executing your duty, because the city is now a preserve for the central government, no longer for politicians. Because take the mayor today, he has been on Kabos, the way he has been campaigning the plan of the city, it means he's just an enemy of the city. So the minister, go ahead, we are going to support you, because it is today, the rain has cleansed every dirty thing what has been on the street. I think you should go on executing your duty. We support you 100%. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Your name?
Hello?
Yes, you're live on
Hello?
Spectrum. Your name?
Yeah, this is Linus from Facebook. I believe it's the right time now for government to come up and clean the city. We've been suffering long, and I would like to support the minister and the executive director of KCCA, and we pray that they go ahead with the good work.
Hello?
Yes, your name, sir?
This is Hello?
Hello?
Joseph from Kampala.
Your name again?
I would like to thank you for hosting the two honorable members of the public. But my problem with the Lord Mayor, he says he's already doubting the list again, number of stores in the market. Yet he's visited tomorrow. So he has not visited to verify whether those stores are there or not, and yet he's denying that they are not there. Why doesn't he wait until he verifies by visiting tomorrow?
Spectrum, hello. Your name?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Paul. Thank you for bringing this to discuss. I think the real bigger problem, bigger issue about this is that we are living in a city with 2 million people, about to get 3 million people, who basically are taking traders.
basically the economy of Kampala is the trade. There's nothing beyond that. I think it's time for the government to come to terms with how can you best organize the trade without fighting and struggling with this KCCA and the others. The other thing I have is Mr. Lukwago must have found himself in a problem because there was a point when KCCA had started pushing border borders and the petty traders of the street. But again, politicians and the government kind of kept them on the street long enough until the problem has become too big. Now his point as a leader is just trying to say, I need to protect my people, at least to have some sort of an income somewhere than to just push them off. The reality is we have a huge problem under the back. Whether we like it or not, the city is going to grow to 3 million people, and ultimately heavy trade is going to be the ultimate source of income. Everybody is entitled to an income. Thank you.
Hello, your name? Hello?
Hello.
Your name, sir?
Good evening, Edmond.
Good evening to your name again?
This is Wamboga Nigeria.
Yes, please.
Edmond, what you are talking about is a smaller part of the problem of Kampala. About 40 to 50% of Kampala's problems come from upcountry. Now, what is being addressed are symptoms, but they are not addressing the causative, factors that cause Kampala to be in the poor state and dilapidated state finds itself today. You find a lot of traffic coming from upcountry because people think Kampala has all the opportunities. The challenge, which should have been addressed by the law, should have been a national law that creates regional cities. Arua for West Nile, Guru for Northern, Mbale for Eastern, Chinja for Busoga, so that we have regional cities and the problems that are brought from upcountry remain in those regional cities.
Very interesting. Spectrum, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Your name, sir?
Hello?
Hello? You're live on Spectrum, your name?
Hello?
Hello? Spectrum, hello?
Hello?
Your name?
I'm David.
David, go on.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate the two speakers, that's the Honorable Minister and this God, the Mayor. To me, they seem to be agreeing the way they want to go forward, but the problem is how. The Honorable Mayor is saying, okay, His Lordship, the Mayor is saying, they should take time, and I buy his view because first find an alternative for these people to go to, then you can take them off the street. I mean, the man has his block boat to protect. So by pushing them off just like that, in a way they're undermining him. Thank you very much.
All right. One final caller, then we'll get back. Spectrum, hello?
Hello.
Your name, sir?
Edmond. Good evening.
Good evening, your name?
My name is Peter. My question is that there seems to be a lot of infighting regarding the authority of the ED and the Lord Mayor. I would like to understand, even the act clear in the way it demarcates which one it is. Because even as they are in the studio, the Lord Mayor and the Honorable Minister, one is saying one thing, one is saying the other. Let me show you the act. This is what it means. Can they clearly tell us who is who and what their responsibilities are?
Honorable Lord Mayor.
Thank you, all the callers, for the views you have expressed and the questions you have raised. One, I'll start with the last caller, the infighting. And I think I used the same opportunity to respond to the accusation raised by my colleague here, the minister, that they seem to get clash of vehicles. I want to tell the world, rather the public out there, please, when it comes to ego, count me out. Mine is to deliver quality services to the people of Kampala in a free and fair manner, with the guiding principle of equitable development, where justice prevails. In this particular case, the infighting, mine is about building the institution. I have got reservations about this legislation, but I'm trying to fit within the parameters as they are provided in the law. The authority is very clear, and the minister agrees with me on this. Kampala Capital City Authority, which is entrusted with the mandate to manage the city on behalf of the central government, is composed of the Lord Mayor and the councillors in Section 6. It's very clear. And the functions of the authority in Section 7 to make the policies, set service delivery standards. And once we have done that, you hand over the same to the ED and the for implementation. And in this particular case, we are saying, when you hear the minister saying, we are planning this, we are planning to do this, why don't you pass it through the authority? Just channel it through us. We are your partners in this. If you have the views about the way you want the Kampala to be managed, if you have your programs and agenda, bring them to the authority. I have the powers to call the authority meetings and preside over the same. I'm sorry to repeat myself. I do have a program together with my colleagues, the councillors, and we're supposed to consult these people. Afterwards, we would sit in the authority and come up with a program which would pass over to the ED for implementation purposes. But this was circumvented. Yeah, this is where we have a problem. All this, I would wish to hear the minister on in this particular matter. If you are saying the authority should not meet first in a meeting
and set
policies to say this is how we want this.
And then the ED picks up the project.
Exactly. And implements.
Honorable Minister, what is so complicated about it?
There is no complication. But I think what we need to appreciate, there is this transition period which was not clearly provided for. And the time the mayor, not the mayor, the ED came in, I think the road mayor was not in. We still had the mayor who had much. Had we finished our elections? I think we had. So there was no mayor here. And when we made the law, KCCA took over KCCA, and you can imagine all the problems. Some of the things, by the way, the ED is implementing. Some of them were left by the previous council because there were issues to do with the budget and whatever we did not do at stage and the others. So, I think what the Lord Mayor is talking about really is more for the future. And I hope that is how it's going to be from today onwards. I am looking for an opportunity where I will interact with the Lord Mayor and the council who are trying to fix that problem exactly I agree. So, but there is somebody who asked it. Isn't the law clear? The Lord Mayor, according to...
Could you allow me, Honorable Minister, just a second to assure the public? I'm getting the entire leadership of the city, the councillors, the division mayors, and the people coming from the office of the minister.
The law says that the Lord Mayor will be the political head of the capital city. It is presiding over meetings, hosting individuals and what, and head of the authority and developing strategies and programs for the government of the capital city, monitor the administration of the capital city, provide guidance and revision, etc. Now, the same law says that there should be an executive director who shall be the chief executive of the authority, and the function A is to be the head of the public services authority and to head the administration of the authority, including divisions and wards. So there's a long list of functions, but that's it. The Lord Mayor is the while the executive
is the head of the authority. If you looked at Section 7, the functions of the authority, to initiate policies and all the programs.
I have heard of it.
Yes, and when we start, these are programs for the development of the city. They are supposed to be initiated by
go
my
ahead
office.
for the executive.
Yeah, so the moment I've initiated them, presented them to the authority and considered and adopted, that's when they can be implemented by
Yes.
the ED.
The problem is the yes, and the ED, the time
No,
the ED
that's
came
not
in,
true.
the Lord Mayor was
The
not
ED was in office
so
just a
for
month
him,
before
it's
me.
like wait until me, the Lord Mayor,
No.
will sit with my council before you implement whatever.
No,
Definitely.
there is no minute of council about eviction of the vendors. At least,
But this is
even
an
the programs you
function.
are, even the programs you are coming up with, we were talking about this
And the trade
shiners,
order was made
the
by
journalists and whatnot
KCCA.
know how to say
ordinance.
this is how they should be organized. That's a program to be initiated by my office together with the Kampala Capital City Authority, and we hand it over to
So
the
those
ED
are
for
the things you
implementation.
can imagine. Those are the things we have
Can
to
I
sort
correct
out.
one impression that was created? Yeah, very briefly, because I need to explain this just briefly. That how do I visit? How do I say that there are no stalls when I've not visited? Yes, it's not true. I'm telling you, I've been in these markets before even I became a member. No, not even intelligence. When I was still a member of Parliament, I was operating in these markets. It's on record. I know them in and out. But now I'm in a different status. I'm the road mayor presiding over the authority. I have 30 councillors now. 4 are yet to come. The minister has not yet given us the remaining before. So when the authorities to make a decision, they can't entirely rely on my information. That's why we resolved the entire authority should go, but I know what is there. There are no stores.
They are there.
Oh.
The good thing you are going to do.
We are going there tomorrow.
Whatever we find, and be mindful that some have already tried the 8,000.
Honorable Erias is watching the Lord Mayor and the President. Thank you for tuning in. Issues were discussed here, but we won't really handle everything that we are like to talk about. But some of the issues that come through, especially from the minister, is that these are backing funds for payments of transition from the old system to the new system. And that some of the vendors might actually come back, especially people who sell newspapers, people who shine our shoes on the streets, and people who sell airtime, which normally do not get on demand. Thank you for tuning in. I've been your host, Edmond Chikitu. Spectrum will be back tomorrow. Up next is the news in English.
Let's talk